Hi guys, welcome back to PSHE with Rianne. We're going to look today at Unit 3, the Sex and Relationships unit. We're going to look specifically at outcome 3.1, which is for you to identify 3 reasons why people may choose to marry. Before we go on to the main task, I'd just like to remind everybody of what the 3 different forms of partnership which people are able to form in this country. Okay, the first one we've got is marriage, okay? And this is the legal recognition of 2 people as partners. The second is a civil partnership, okay? This is the legal recognition of a relationship between 2 people, and this has many of the same benefits as a conventional marriage. We'll go into more detail later on about what some of those benefits are. The third is to cohabit. And this is where 2 people live together or coexist and have a sexual relationship without marriage. Okay, so everybody should have received the questionnaire either by email or via the post. There are 10 questions on the questionnaire. What I'll do is I will go through with you the questions, reading them to you, and then once we've done that, we'll discuss the true or false element, and then I will give you some more information about each of those. Okay, so number 1, a person can only get married or form a civil partnership in England or Wales if they are 18 or over. True or false? Number 2, if an engagement is broken, a woman can keep the engagement ring. True or false? Number 3, the only way to get married is in a religious ceremony. True or false? Number 4, common law partners or couples who live together, as we discussed before, it's the same as cohabitation, have the same legal rights as married couples. In England and Wales, 28 days notice must be given to a registrar office before the marriage or civil partnership can take place. True or false? Number 6, a public ceremony is compulsory for a marriage or civil partnership to be legal. True or false? Number 7, if a couple wanted to, they can get married in a hot air balloon. True or false? Number 8, from 2020, so that's this year, from 2020, mixed sex couples will be able to form a civil partnership. Mixed sex is a man and a woman or a woman and a man. Okay. Number 9, in the UK, forced marriage is a criminal offence. True or false? Number 10, last question. Individuals can choose to marry whomever they want. True or false? Okay, so I'm going to give you a few minutes just to complete those, and then we'll go over the answers. Remember the statements that I read at the beginning. Okay, so let's go through the answers. Please as well below, if you pop down what your answers you got, or if you've got any maybe difference of opinions to the answers that I give you, we can maybe discuss those as well. And also it'd be nice to see how many you got right and how many we got wrong, and what we can do to maybe support you in getting those right. Okay, so number 1 is false. Okay, a person can get married at 16 as long as they have the parents' permission. So in England and Wales, you are able to marry at 16 and or form a civil partnership at 16 as long as you have parental consent. Number 2, true. However, if at the time she was given, the man specifically said, if we ever break up, I want the ring back, and she goes, okay then, but who gets engaged and then thinks, ooh, this might end, okay, it's up to you. It's between the couple themselves whether or not they want to give the ring back. Number 3, false. Okay, a person can also marry in a civil ceremony. Okay. In both cases, the marriage must be conducted by a person or or in the presence of a person authorised to register marriages. Okay, so you don't have to just have a religious ceremony. Some people choose to get married in other places other than churches or registry office. You can get married in pretty much most places these days, and we'll come on to that later on. I think it's question 7. Okay, number 4, common law. Okay, this is false. Number 4 is false. Although the term common law wife or husband is frequently used to describe a couple who live together, these relationships are not legal, and it is something that is not seen as being legally binding in the eyes of the law. Number 5, okay, so 28 days notice. This is true. You must give 28 days notice to your local registry office to inform them of your intent to marry. And the reason being is so that they can basically do a background check to make sure that neither of you are already married or are doing it under false pretenses, and to make sure the validity, the intent of the marriage is viable, which means that you're not breaking any laws, okay? Because it is illegal to be married to more than one person at a time without divorce. It's called bigamy. Look it up. Okay, number 6, a public ceremony is compulsory for marriage or civil partnership to be legal. False. Okay, while a marriage requires the exchange of spoken words, for a civil partnership all that is needed is the relevant document to be signed. Okay, if a person chooses to have a ceremony without entering into a civil partnership, the ceremony cannot be religious. Okay, civil partnerships are not deemed to be religious. Number 7, so this is the one, can people get married in a hot air balloon? No, this is false, they cannot. Okay, approved venues for weddings must be regularly open to the public, and they must be somewhere where the public can enter into. Okay, so it gives you an example. It says stately homes or hotels. Okay, this is becoming more fashionable now, actually, where people are getting married away from the churches and in some more aesthetically pleasing settings where they can have everything all at once. So your reception, everything as well. Number 8, this is a really interesting one, and it affects people from now, from 2020. This is true. Mixed sex couples, so a man and a woman and a man, are able to form a civil partnership. Okay, so it says that the Civil Partners, Marriages and Deaths Act of 2019 requires the government to make and bring into force regulations to extend civil partnerships beyond same-sex couples. Okay. Let's have a look. So we're on number 9 now. And this is true. Okay. In the UK, forced marriage is most definitely illegal. Okay. Number 10. Individuals can choose to marry whomever they want. This is both true and false. It's a bit of a tricky one, number 10. Okay. Everybody has the right to choose their partner, whether that be you're in a mixed sex couple or a same sex couple. However, as we identified in question 1, you must be over the age of 16 with parental consent. 18, in other words, without parental consent. You are also not able to marry or enter into a civil partnership with someone you are closely related to. This is called incest, and this includes parents, your own children, brothers, sisters, nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, and paternal grandparents or grandchildren. Okay, so as I say, if you pop your responses, your answers in the comment section below, and I'll be able to get back to you. If you've got any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you again soon. Bye guys.